It's a lot of juggling and balancing everything out right now, especially with my new role with NBC. It's a little tough, but I had my moments of freak outs. I had to call my dad and, like complain about everything, but he's like, calm down, you're fine, you can do this. You train for the Olympics and we're able to do everything else, so you'll be able to do it. And I think it's just hard with school that I've been out for 5 years, so it's just mentally getting back into it. It's not necessarily like, I'm struggling in school. It's just the fact that it's like, okay, sit down, put your computer away, stop answering your emails. You have to read 100 pages, and this 5-page paper is due tomorrow. I think I just got out of the swing of things, but I've been in school now for however many weeks, I don't know, but I think it's going really well. And I think the hardest class is math, because my senior year of high school, I took calculus, but I was gone like half the year because we had worlds and everything, so I was gone for a long time, and I just remember thinking I never want to do this again, and now I'm doing it again. But no, but it's good. I really like it. I'm taking so I'm majoring in sports management, and so I'm taking an organization in sports, human resource management, a public speaking class, which has been really cool because I feel like it's something that can actually help me in my career and in my future. The first class was the second class, our first speech was a little embarrassing for me because it was like we had to do a presentation about ourselves. And so I had to do a PowerPoint from the Olympics and my clothing line, and now I have this meet named after me. And then I went second out of 15, and then the next guy goes, yeah, well, let me just talk about my 6 Olympic medals. So I felt kind of bad, but I didn't know what to do because I didn't want to get a bad grade, so I had to but yeah. And then my professor came up to me and he's like, well, it seems like you have a little experience in this or something, but there's not really much you can work on, but I know there's always more you can work on. But anyways, I'm taking that, and then a writing class, math, and then this professional sports seminar that you have to take in order to start your internship hours. So I'm now going to be finding somewhere to intern at. Some of my classes, all the classes take roll, and then a lot of the first classes, my full name's Anastasia, my real name, and so when they called Nastia Liukin, they said, if you go by something else, please tell us. And of course, I've never gone by Anastasia in my life, so I feel like if someone would call me that, I wouldn't even look at them. And so I had to say, well, I go by Nastia. And so then everyone is kind of like, wait, what? And they put 2 and 2 together. But for the majority of the part, I think in my sports classes, people think it's cool because next week we're talking about the Olympics. And so my professor actually called me to the front of class, and everyone was like, oh my God, this never happens, you're in trouble. And of course my heart's beating out my chest, and she just asked if I wouldn't mind talking about the Olympics or any of my experiences or anything that I wanted to talk about, and I was like, sure. But for the most part, everyone's been nice. It's hard though because I'm in my freshman year, and so everyone's 18, 17, 18 years old, and I just feel like I'm at a little bit of a different place in my life. But that's why I really love NYU, because you can sit in school and you feel like you're in college in a classroom, but as soon as you walk outside, you're in Soho, so it's nice to be able to have that double life still, where I'm a full-time student, and that's what my goals and priorities are right now. But then it's I can, get up, leave my apartment in New York and drive 3 hours and then be here in the midst of gymnastics again in something that I really love. So I'm really happy with where I'm at right now and just trying to find that balance.